What's up, everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing well. It's Jay Twan, if you do not know. Um, Today is not like an ordinary video that I usually make. This is not a skit. This is not nothing funny. This is really something that I really wanted to get off my chest for a little while. I recently have taken a little break from like social media. I took like a month break off of social media. I am back now. This is about like day 3 or day 4 of me being back. So I'm on social media now. If you guys did not know, if you guys even care to know, I took a little break off social media, just simply just due to the fact that I just mentally wasn't really there. I was just drained from a lot of things. Just mental stuff that I was going through. Just a lot of things that I was going through mentally, and then I just didn't feel like I was all the way 100% just to, what I'm saying, keep myself posting videos and keep myself just on that. What I'm saying, I had to take a step back to really think and really to just clear my mind from stuff, what I'm saying? And if you are a person who deals with that, what I'm saying, I know like it's really I know I'm not alone in this, but sometimes I do feel like I'm alone. And that's the whole purpose of me making this video, right? Just to really touch bases on people, just to really connect with people and really just explain to people that, you're not alone in, what I'm saying, no, you're not alone in anything that you go through, what I'm saying? I'm a big firm believer on like I never complain. I'm never the type person to complain about, what I'm saying, my situation. I'm never the type to do any of those things because I know there's somebody watching this, or there's somebody, I'm saying, my neighbor, or there's somebody, what I'm saying, that's close to me, or whatever the case may be. It's somebody that I know or don't know. It's people that's going through stuff that's, what I'm saying, way worse than what I'm going through. So times like that, when I'm going through something, when I'm going through any adversities, or when I'm going through something, what I'm saying, draining, or something that's mentally, what I'm saying, cooking me, or like I'm just feeling like giving up on things and stuff like that, I really start to appreciate the things that I have in life. What I'm saying? For one, I have a roof over my head. What I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me reiterate that. For one, I have God. What I'm saying? First of all, God is the reason for everything. What I'm saying? I'm a firm believer on that. But I have a roof over my head. I'm able to eat. I'm able to provide for myself. I'm able to, what I'm saying, get clothes. I'm able to make videos for you guys. I'm able to do all of these things that people aren't fortunate enough to do. What I'm saying? Number one, you always have to be grateful for your situation. Yeah, it might sucks. Yeah, it might feel like, what I'm saying, you're just getting targeted. Yeah, it may seem like life is just throwing stuff at you. Yeah, it just may seem like you just want to give up. It just seems like you just, what I'm saying, just don't want to be here, or just don't really want to go through what you're going through. But I can promise you this. I was talking to my dad about almost a month ago now. And we was talking about, what I'm saying, we was talking about certain things because there were certain things going on. There were certain things going on in my life, personally, that I don't really want to explain too much because, I can get a little bit emotional, what I'm saying? And I'm not the type person, to get emotional on camera. I'm not the type person to do those things. I like to, what I'm saying? I don't want you guys to see me in that way, what I'm saying? But we was talking about something a month ago, and I'm not the type person to express myself, And there's a lot of people like that in this world. There's a lot of people who really don't express themselves, what I'm saying? I'm the type person to not express myself. I'm the type person, to keep everything inside and just keep it bottled in. And what I'm saying? I don't believe in talking to therapists. I don't believe in, any of those things. I just keep it all bottled in and just deal with it on my own. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just really feel like it's not that I don't want to talk to anybody. I just feel like nobody would understand. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people would just look at me and just feel like I'm just seeking for attention, or people just look at it like I'm just faking it, like, bro, like I really go through shit, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all? So anyway, we was talking about something a month ago when we was talking about a situation that happened in my family, happened in my life, right? And he was telling me that, you know what I'm saying, we have problems. Everybody has problems in their life, but there's somebody who would trade places with your problems, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I was going through something, like a family issue with somebody I really love, close one, you know what I'm saying, very, very close one. And something happened that was so unfortunate, but it was so fortunate that the person was still able to be alive. It was fortunate the person was able to still be here, you know what I'm saying? God kept that person on this earth for a reason, you know what I'm saying? God kept that person here for a reason, right? And the person who in my life that was going through whatever was going through was, you know what I'm saying, kept getting second chances and all that, and it's like the problems that he was going through, he didn't want to deal with it, but at the same time, it's like the problems that you're going through is problems that somebody will want. Like, people will trade places with your problem in an instant. So it just made me just feel like we got to be really grateful for what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in this world, we all worried about the same thing. We all worried about money. We all stress about, you know what I'm saying, all of these problems. We stress about all of these things when we need to take a step back and really figure out what the fuck mattered. Really see what really mattered in the world. Yeah, you can't live without money. You can't live without any of those things. You know what I'm saying? As sad as it is, we all chase money and all that stuff. But at the same time, we all need to take a step back and just to really, you know what I'm saying, take a breather and really realize, like, bro, like, I need to focus on what really matter. And I know it may seem like to you guys that I'm just talking, that I'm just chatting, like I'm just yapping. And tell the truth, I'm just yapping because this is coming straight from the heart. I didn't write a script. I didn't prepare for this video. I clicked recording and decided to make this video speaking strictly from the heart. So if it does sound like I'm just yapping, if it does sound like I'm just rambling, I'm simply just saying whatever goes through my mind right now. And hopefully it makes sense to some people. But if you get it, you get it. You don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. And, you know, June is Mental Month Awareness. I did want to make this video about when June first started, but I was out of town. I was really just out of it. I really didn't want to make any type of content. I really was just trying to tap in with myself and just really, you know what I'm saying, attack what was going on mentally, yo. I'm not gonna just sit up here and just try to act like I'm all perfect. I know you guys see, you know, the followers, you know, you guys see me in clothes, you guys see me quote unquote living my best life. You guys see all these different things, and I got a couple messages that people text me, yo, I want to trade, I want to be in your position, I want to be in your spot, this and that, and I'm the type person, I'm a very humble person. I feel like all those people that was texting me that, I feel like you can get to this position that I'm in. You know, I didn't do no magic, I didn't do no none of that. I literally simply just got up and just worked for where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? And it was a certain point in time, y'all, where I didn't even care about this. Like, I didn't care about content. I had a couple friends checking up on me when I was going through what I was going through. I had a couple friends checking on me. I didn't even have the energy, and this is no disrespect to my friends, the family. This is no disrespect, but I genuinely did not really want to talk to nobody. I really didn't feel like, what can you tell me? Like, what can you tell me that I didn't tell myself? I didn't really want to talk to family. I didn't really tell nobody this at all. I made a little post on social media, but as in talking to somebody, I didn't really talk to somebody that well. You know, I didn't really talk to people about what was really going on in my mind. I just needed to take a step back and really just think to myself and just, you know, really attack what was going on. But yeah, man, like I'm saying, like everybody go through their own battles. I'm gonna just give a little bit of background on me, of how this all started, a little mental problems with me, and I'm gonna just tell you guys straight up, man. I'm gonna just tell you guys straight up. I've been dealing with this for 5-6 years now, man, and it gets to a point where you get used to it. You get used to the feeling, but it's just still tiring and still draining. You know what I'm saying? You just ignore what you're going through, you know? And that's what men are taught to do, man. We're taught to not show no emotion. We're taught not to be vulnerable. We're taught to just be strong and thug it up, man. Don't cry. We're taught to just suck it up. You'll be good. You know what I'm saying? If you cry or anything, you're a wimp. You're soft and this and that. And I kind of just grew up like that. You know, I kind of grew up to like not cry that much. You know, I never seen my dad or never seen no male figure really cry that much in my life. So I always felt like it was just people who cry are just soft. You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, really, sometimes you just really need to cry to let it out. It doesn't mean you're soft. It doesn't mean you're weak. Everybody cries. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you guys what I go through, what I've been dealing with since it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm gonna just tell you guys what I'm going through, and hopefully somebody can relate to this. I'm pretty sure somebody can relate to this. And that's all it's about, man. As you see right now, I got a call from my friend Alex. Alex, if you're watching this video, I'm making a very important video right now. My brother, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make this vid, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you guys how this all started, right? So a couple years ago, summertime around 2020, first time that happened was I had my first little panic attack, you know? And if you know me, if you are close to me, and if you don't know, well, this is the introduction to it. Some people know it, some people don't, because I really don't talk about it. Like I said, it's because, like, what is there to talk about, you know? But I had my first little panic attack when I was about 14, going on 15. I was with my brother. We was doing things that I wasn't supposed to do, if you know what I'm talking about. We was doing things that I wasn't supposed to do. And, you know, I had a panic attack. You know, that first time I had a panic attack, I genuinely felt like I was going to die. And if you a person who ever experienced panic attacks, it's probably one of the worst feelings you will ever experience in your entire life. You know, you got the heart beating, you got the sweating, you got the chest pains, you got the dizziness, nausea. You got all of these things going in your mind. You really think you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. So I had my first panic attack for about 30, 40 minutes. My brother was helping me. You know, he was putting ice cubes on me, helping me cool down and stuff like that. I literally went down to the basement. I told him, I said, bro, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Then it just happened after that. After that day, June 9th, 2020, after that day, I swear to you, and I never told nobody, I don't tell nobody this, I swear to God, and I'm sorry, God, I didn't mean to say your name in vain, but I swear I had so many panic attacks that whole entire summer. every day. It was damn near every day. Panic attack, panic attack, panic attack. And if you know about panic attacks, if you know about anxiety, or panic attacks specifically, if you know about these panic attacks or panic disorder, whatever you want to call it, once you have one, you're going to continue to have one because you're so scared of it happening again. You know what I'm saying? You're so scared of it happening again, so you just get into this state of mind where you're just like, you start worrying about it too much, and then it just happened, bro. And you just can't control it. It takes so much time. It takes so long for you to get used to it, for you to just calm down from it. So I was just so scared of having it. I used to have them all the time. I couldn't really go outside. Every time I go outside, I'm panicking. Every time I go outside, I feel like I'm in a dream. I feel like I'm just in a little, like, I feel like the shit's not real. And then I looked it up later on, because back then I used to be scared to look up what was going on. I was scared to talk to anybody because people think I'm a fucking weirdo. Like, what is wrong with this guy? Everybody's normal. Everybody's going outside, kicking and having fun. And I'm just the only guy that's not feeling like I'm not normal. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in school kicking it, having fun. Me, I'm self-centered. You know what I'm saying? I'm just by myself in my own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? It really takes a toll on you, yo. And if you don't experience this, you really don't know where I'm coming from. It really takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on you. You know how bad it makes me want to. You know how bad it makes a person want to. You know how bad it makes a person feel. Sorry. You know how bad it makes a person feel. Just everybody's having fun, being a normal teenager, and you just sitting there by yourself, just in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with so much mental things. Anxiety. Anxiety is. I know people may look at it like anxiety is really not a crazy disorder. Everybody goes through anxiety, but it's different when you have what was going on with me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no regular anxiety. Everybody experienced anxiety in their life, but panic attacks every day. It's not normal, bro. I knew it wasn't normal, but at the end of the day, I just thugged it out for so many years, y'all. No talking on anything. Didn't talk to nobody about it. I told my mom here and there, hey, I deal with anxiety and this and that, but I shrugged it off. Hey, man, I'm not really going to tell her too much. It was certain times where I'll tell her, I don't really like being around people, anxiety, this and that, but I didn't go too deep into it. This is the only time I'm really expressing myself this deeply, you know what I'm saying? And it's for a good reason, because I know there's somebody out here dealing with what I'm dealing with, and I feel like I have a platform, and I feel like I have a voice, low-key, to, like, express how I feel, and really just, explain to people that, you're not alone, you know what I'm saying? But after that, and what made it worse, y'all, the day that my best friend, man, this right here is a real touchy topic, man. Man. Damn, I really feel like a wimp, bro, because I'm crying on camera. I really told him I would never do that. I'm not trying to cry. I'm trying to really thug it out, but, like, this is how you know it's real emotions, you know what I'm saying? I'm not faking this at all. But anyway, look. So, November 2021, you know what I'm saying? November 29th, 2021, I was sleeping. I wake up to some very, very terrible news, yo. Woke up to one of the worst news probably the worst news I've ever heard in my entire life. Basically, I had a best friend, my best friend Juan. My best friend Juan passed away, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 10 plus years of being friends, 10 plus years of being best friends, on and off arguments, one of those relationships, y'all. If you got a friend like that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, talking about, we lived on the same block, went to the same school. I knew his mom, he knew my mom. I slept over his house. He's like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? And then the day he passed away, right? I wake up, I just go on my phone, look on Instagram. I see his ex-girlfriend posted something. I said, what's this? Gotta be some dreaming. Gotta be dreaming or something. I go back to sleep, shrug it off. I wake up and I see my other best friend posted. Bro, that shit hit me like nothing else, man. When I got that news, man, I broke down in my room crying. I did not want to get up. I did not want to leave. My mom is telling me to get ready for school. Said it's not happening. My friend passed away. She was still trying to send me to school, which is not a problem. She didn't really, like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, we wasn't really talking as much. But that was still my best friend. You knew what it was, you know what I'm saying, with that boy, you know what I'm saying? So he passed away, and eventually she was like, yeah, this is serious, you know. He passed away. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. And our last message was him wishing me happy birthday. His last message was him wishing me happy birthday, man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, the light died. I forgot where I left off at. I think I was talking about, the best friend stuff. Yeah, so I got the message that he died and all that stuff. I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye. The last message I said was happy birthday. He said happy birthday to me. And his birthday was next month. I didn't even get a chance to say happy birthday to him, which kind of fucked me up to this day. But, yeah, man, that day came around. It was just a sad month, man. It was a terrible month for me. Terrible year for me, actually. I was, that year was just one of the worst years I've ever experienced in my entire life. It was just so horrible. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I didn't know where my life was heading at. I wasn't doing anything with my life, bro. Like I could say that, bro. I was literally a bum. Didn't want to work no job. Barely didn't want to go to school. I was failing all classes, skipping school every day, hanging around the wrong people, doing the wrong things, just being a complete, you know what I'm saying, delinquent, bro. Like it was just literally the worst year of my entire life. Then the next year was even worse. You know what I'm saying? The next year was it was just so much shit, man. You know, I was depressed as fuck, anxiety again. But then anxiety went to a different stage of anxiety where it's called derealization. If you don't know what derealization is, a little bit what I explained earlier, basically feels like you're just living in a dream. Shit is just not real. Then I experienced that shit. And when I experienced that, then my anxiety got worse and then the panic attacks got worse. Like I said, I used to do, you know what I'm saying, certain shit, you know what I'm saying, for me to like get over anxiety, but it just made it worse. You know, it just made it worse and I just really felt like there was nothing for me to do. Like I just had to deal with this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? There was certain things I was doing to keep my mind off of it, like, you know, watching TV, you know, watching shows, listening to music, Drake, listening to Drake, Uzi, all these other people and stuff like that helped me get over it. Cause I genuinely didn't want to talk to anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just so cooked. You know what I'm saying? I really was looking the worst I've ever looked in my life. Confused about what I was going with, delinquent, didn't want to listen to parents, couldn't get any girls to save my damn life, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, y'all, I know I'm an attractive guy now. I wasn't that ugly back then, but I was very not attractive. You wouldn't want to come to me, you know? But then I was just, you know, like I said, I was hanging around the wrong people, so I always had these people looking at me. It was just like a terrible fucking year, you know what I'm saying, y'all? And it's just like, I'm only saying this because I know there's somebody out here dealing with this shit. And I remember at the time when I was going through this, I needed somebody. I needed to hear somebody. I needed somebody to do this. Nobody was ever doing this, you know. I needed somebody with a platform to explain whatever I was going through, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody was doing it. Everybody just didn't want to talk about it. And I know I'm not alone in it, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, 2022 was just terrible. 2023, it got a little better. But then I deal with what everybody deal with, you know, the heartbreaks. You know, heartbreaks was terrible. I had a first girlfriend, my first girlfriend and stuff like that. You know, was kicking and all that. Got my heart broken, you know what I'm saying? Then that was just a whole different, but that's just normal. Everybody go through a little heartbreak. But then 2024 came, I went through the worst heartbreak of my entire life. I took a break from content for 3 months, bro. This girl did me bad, you know. I mean, she didn't really do me bad, you know. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not afraid to admit it. I caused it, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I admit what I was wrong at. I was younger at the time. I really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I really was just the way I was back then and the way I'm not now. I'm not mature I'm much more mature than I was back then, you know. But I'm saying, but like, yeah, man. And I'm not gonna keep this video too long. I'm not about to keep rambling and yapping about, you know what I'm saying, the same topic. But I'm just gonna just tell you guys this, man. Just make it a little bit more positive for the audience and stuff like that. What I want to tell you guys is this, man. At the end of the day, I was going through whatever I was going through and stuff like that. Look at a nigga now. You know what I'm saying? Look at me now. Obviously, I'm not rich. I'm not trying to say look at me now as like, yo, look at me. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm rich. I'm up now. Bro, I'm really not up. I'm still in my parents' crib. You know, I'm not up and stuff like that. But when I'm saying look at me now, it's saying, I'm using that example and saying, bro, I could get through what I was going through just like you. You know, I made a way. I didn't make a way, but you know, when I say make a way, I made a way for myself. You know what I'm saying? Get out of what I was going through. I literally had the content quite literally saved my entire life, bro. Content saved my life. Y'all don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand how much y'all mean to me, bro. Y'all don't know how much y'all changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how much y'all did for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say this too often, but y'all literally made my life 360. Y'all made this shit change, bro. You know what I'm saying? Literally just 2 years ago, right? I was in this exact same room thinking, praying to God that he gives me something, praying to God that he gives me what I want, you know what I'm saying? And it's so selfish of me to just ask for things when I was praying to God. But when you're so down and when you're so cooked, you only thing you're really thinking about, and it's selfish, the only thing you're thinking about is getting out of your situation, bro. And I was just praying to God, please get me out of the situation. I have no job. I left my job, chat. I left my job to do this. I literally had my last check. I had $500, bro. I bought a cheap ass PC. I went to work on that shit, man. I'm talking about on TikTok. When I first started doing reactions, I dropped 10 reactions a day, man. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Wallahi. That's how bad I wanted it. 10 reactions a day, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get out of my situation so bad. Do y'all know how it feels Pretty sure y'all know how it feels to wake up. Can't even buy yourself a meal. You gotta ask your mom, hey mom, can you buy me a meal? It's a grown ass man. Hey mom, can you buy me a meal? Hey mom, I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really eat for myself. Barely can't even provide for my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't understand. That shit made me a dog, bro. Like, and people ask me, yo, why you post so much to this day? Nigga, I want it badly. You know what I'm saying? I still want it badly. I'm a humble person, y'all. At the same time, you know what I'm saying? I understand, like, bro, like, this is not it. Yeah, I gained 1 million, damn near 2 million followers total. 1 million on TikTok, 500K on Instagram, 100K on Snapchat, damn near 100K on YouTube, 100K damn near on Facebook. I did all this by just simply grinding, y'all. And what I'm saying is that this, bro, I get a lot of messages daily of people asking me, bro, how did I do this? How do I do this? How do I get to this point? I need advice on life. Bro, you just got to really do it. As cliche as it sounds, bro, I'm telling you, bro, you really just got to do it. The thought that you keep getting in your head about starting something, don't even got to be with content, clothing brand, music, actor, you know what I'm saying, director, author, whatever you want to be in life, you have to take action on that shit, because you keep letting it slip away. You keep letting the ideas slip away. The other person's come through taking that shit and getting past you. You know what I'm saying? And life is not all about just worrying about the next person. Oh, I don't want this guy to get past me. I got to work to get past him. First of all, it's about worrying about yourself. But what I'm saying is that you got other people chasing your dreams. You got other people chasing your dreams. Shout out to every streamer. Shout out to every content creator. This is not to hate on anybody. But, bro, like, when I see content creators and stuff like that, I don't be like, oh, I wish I was in a position. Bro, they got to this. I could get there, too. Like, they didn't do nothing that special. You know what I'm saying? This is not hate. I'm just saying, what did they do that I can't? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might be a little bit more fortunate than I am. Yeah, they might have money to do this. But they didn't start off like that. You know what they start off with? The camera. Same way I started off. And then they got to that level. It's not impossible. What Speed is doing. Shout out Speed, my favorite streamer. What Speed is doing. You think he just started off with that? He started off locking in on this. And he got to that point. Why can't you do it? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not really like a person who really like, you know what I'm saying, just look at these content creators, celebrities like, oh my God, like, I'm so like this about them. Bro, I can do exactly what you're doing if I put my mind to it. I feel like I could do anything, and you could do anything in this life that you want to. It's not about being cocky. It's about simply having confidence in yourself. It's about simply believing in yourself. A lot of people get these two things misconstrued. It's not cocky. It's being confident. I'm overly confident in myself, but I'm not cocky. Cocky is thinking I'm better than everybody. I don't think I'm better than everybody. I don't think I'm better than anybody, quite literally. I just know that if I work and keep working, I can get to the spot that you are at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm saying I can do what the fuck you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people need to start thinking like. They need to start thinking like, bro, like, this person is not better than me because he got more followers than me. Oh, he got way more followers. He got more money than me. At the same time, this nigga shit, bleed, pee, throw up the same way you do. You know, he get his heart broken. He go through life just like you. He not nothing special, bro. You can do it too. God put everybody on this world for a goddamn reason. You know what I'm saying? God put everybody on this world for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That person just worked harder than you, and look where he's at, and look where you're at. Change your position. If you are serious about changing where you at, take action on it, man. Yeah, man, that's really all I gotta say on this video, man. A little bit emotional, a little bit, you know what I'm saying, motivational, but at the same time, it's coming straight from the heart. If you taking the advice, and you know what I'm saying, if you want to look at this video, laugh at me. If you want to look at this video and joke around and shit like that, that's on you. But at the same time, I know it's gonna touch somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters. I'm not really caring about. I'm tired of caring about what people think. I'm tired of caring about doing shit for people to make people feel satisfied. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you feel type way, if you feel tight, if you don't like it, then you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? If I like it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of holding back. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you guys take this video. Don't take this video for granted. We will be back with more YouTube videos. This is just like a little motivational slash, you know, a little mental health, you know what I'm saying, awareness video. But we will get back to the more exciting and more, you know what I'm saying, great videos that you guys want to see. But I'm going to leave it out on that. You guys be careful. You guys be safe. Remember what I told you guys throughout this video, man. Love y'all boys, man, for real.